Everybody, welcome to another edition of the Public Nuisance Podcast. Tonight we have Spirit of the Staircase. This was actually their first gig, so I was going to put it out there right now. Man, when you guys get big, remember that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that, it was the first place you played, so.
Absolutely,
yeah,
Olson's forever.
Yeah, when you're playing down at the big arenas, be like, yeah, Miss Olson. I got Kyle and Sam here. David had to roll. But I caught a little bit of your set, man. You guys got it going on, man.
Thank you very much. We had a good time. Yeah, so I'm Kyle. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Sam. I play bass.
How did this Spirit of Staircase meet? How does the whole thing come about?
Man, it's been kind of brewing for a little while. I played music for a long time, and then moved up to Ventura to start a business. And I had kids and kind of focused on different stuff, but I was a recording engineer before that, and I just cannot stop recording music because it's so much fun. So I've been plugging away at some new songs for a little bit, and when COVID hit, started recording them, and met David, the drummer, who's not here unfortunately, but we love him, and started playing at my house, built a little soundproof room in the garage, typical musician stuff, and Sam, I just met like 4 or 5 months ago.
February-ish.
Yeah. I saw his band, Fierce Invalids, play at All Kinds Studio downtown and loved it. Just kind of struck up a friendship, and I've been recording his new record. And he was happy enough to fill in on bass and maybe continue playing, hopefully.
Absolutely, man.
What's your backstory, Sam?
I'm from the LA area normally. I'm from Pasadena, California. I, in my early 20s, played in a few bands, little record deal, a little bit of touring, stuff like that. Kind of fell out of it. My later 20s into my early 30s here now. Been just, keeping a day job, and same thing with COVID, bored at home, got nothing to do. Decided, hey, I'm going to go buy another guitar. I haven't played in a while, and next thing I know, inspiration struck me, just pouring out songs left and right, and as we're coming out of COVID, kind of asked my buddy, hey, you want to be in this project? He's like, yeah, and how about you be in mine? And, I've been doing a couple different projects, and that's kind of how that's come to be with my band, Fierce Invalids. And, I was so fortuitous to have Kyle find our band at a show in February, and we've just been compatico since, man.
Yeah, all the fucked up shit that happened with COVID. One of the good things that really has come from COVID is a lot of good music. Because a lot of people were home and they started getting into their, going back to finding what they like to do. They got that time, and you see a lot of bands that especially come through here that started with COVID. My son started his own band, and he was still in high school. They started rocking, and it was cool to see. They never would have done that. Had it, they'd not been in the lockdown and all that stuff. But
got to put your energy somewhere.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people kind of coming out of COVID were reevaluating what they want to do with their life, their priorities and stuff like that. So I'm glad I've kind of put music back as a priority in my life. It's been very helpful for my soul, my mental health, everything.
You could tell, man, when you guys were on stage that you were feeling it. You know what I mean? That was your love and your passion, and it's cool to see that come through people out there. So do you guys have any of your new music out? Is there anywhere people could find it? They want to go, they watch this, they want to listen. Where can they find it?
Yeah, you can find it on Spotify. I do not think I've put it up on Bandcamp because I'm lazy. But yeah, we're on Spotify, Spirit of the Staircase. And real quick, I mentioned that David wasn't here. I have to mention too, I met David through my buddy Greg, who played bass for us up until about 3 months ago, and he was super helpful. He's a buddy, and I can't leave him out.
Yeah, absolutely. David, wish you were here, man. I know you got to roll, but so you guys got any other dates coming up, or you sort of just playing it by ear? Or
No, this is funny thing about this one is that, so this is Seth's birthday. Seth Peterson, he's in Sweet Reaper and Headcut, both fucking amazing Ventura bands. And when I turned 40, my wife's like, what do you want to do? It's like, I want a dive bar with my friends and a bunch of beer and Sweet Reaper playing. So we asked if the Hub would just let us throw a party there up in Ojai, and we did it, and Sweet Reaper played, and it was awesome. And so this is Seth's 40th birthday, and I happened to see them at the Casbah down in San Diego, while I was visiting some people, and I was like, I think my band's ready. Like, I would love to open for you sometime. And so he invited us up here.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So we don't have anything else booked yet. Just needed to get over the hump, getting the first show down.
Well, I'd love to have you guys back. So, but yeah. So when we get these guys fortunate enough to be back on the playbill, come and check them out. They were great tonight. But
and if you're out there and you're thinking about playing Miss Olson's, the sound is fucking great on stage.
Top notch,
Your
man.
sound guy
Absolutely.
is awesome. So you gotta shout out him.
so real quick, man. Both you guys, give me your who was your childhood inspiration for music? Like who was your first band that really got you and made you love music?
Well, first band, like chronologically, as I was young, was for sure the Beatles. We sound absolutely nothing like the Beatles. But as far as like, after that, I was a dorky 13-year-old riding to middle school when Nevermind hit the radio on the bus. And by the end of the year, I had long hair and like angry at everybody, and it pretty much changed my life. Musical influence, Sonic Youth and Unwound and No Knife in San Diego, huge influences. Same?
I'm a little bit of a younger generation. Probably the thing that got me more into like the punk, the darker music, Green Day when American Idiot came out. I was a bit of a mall rat, living that Hot Topic life. And then growing up, my parents were big Parrot Heads, big Jimmy Buffett fans, so got a eclectic taste growing up. But as I got like deeper into my teenage years, definitely a lot of Nirvana, a lot of kind of that emo screamo stuff that was coming out, minus the Bear, Thrice, Circa Survive was my jam growing up. And as I've gotten older, kind of eclectic tastes, anything from Swans to top 40 pop. Man, I kind of listen to it all. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, I'll listen to soul, to down tempo, to punk, to, but as you get older, you start to appreciate more, types of music.
Only two types of music, good music and bad music. Genre is irrelevant, and I love that kids just don't care about genre anymore. Genre
dead,
is,
folks.
yeah,
Dead.
it's amazing.
Yeah, it seems like today's music, it's much different than, when we were growing up. You don't have these big bands anymore. Like, because back in the day, you put on an album, you had to go buy the album and you listen to the whole album. Now, you get a single here and there, and thousands of people put out these singles. So, to become like a big, huge band, like Nirvana, for sake, and the Beatles and stuff like that, you bought that album, you'd listen to that whole album over and over and over.
Musicians out there, keep making records, make albums. I like the full play experience, body of art. The singles are great, but I want to hear the full package, man.
Yeah, the singles, you don't get the art, when the
Oh, the liner notes, everything. You follow along to it. That was like a whole like experience,
I remember back in the day trying to find the lyrics to the songs. You know what I mean? Because you have to go and search for them. If they didn't put them in the album, you're like, damn, and then you try to listen real close, and because you
Write them out yourself as you're listening along.
Well, hey man, I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you coming on the podcast, and look forward to having you guys back, man.
Thank you for having us at your venue. Miss
Glad to be
Olson's
here.
rocks.
All right, guys, we're out. You guys have a good one. Thanks a lot. Check out Spirit of the Staircase. If you guys get a chance to just listen to music, man. A lot of talent with these guys. So thank you.
Cheers.
Right on.